Welcome everybody to another BDA boxing transmission. This is your host, Mr.BDA. And I just want to talk a little bit about Terrence Crawford's win over Jeff Horn and how this all builds up to what I believe is the best fight at welterweight, which is Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Now, a lot of people have been saying that Terrence Crawford is pound for pound. That's nothing special, that's nothing new. However, I am one of the few that believes that Terrence Crawford against Errol Spence is a 50-50 fight. Let me explain to you why I believe that. Let me lay out my arguments. First of all credit to Terrence Crawford for this win over Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn came in there using good foot movement, but when it came to his offense, very limited. He was only throwing straight right hands and jumping in, trying to catch Terrence Crawford on the inside, and then trying to be dirty on the inside like he did against Manny Pacquiao. That didn't work against Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford has a better inside nullification game than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has never really been a stud on the inside. Not really his forte. He prefers to catch you at the mid-range with his long 1-2. But Terrence Crawford can certainly fight on the inside. Maybe he's not Andrew Ward on the inside. Maybe he's not Julio Chavez. But he can grip you with a grip like vice-like grip, I should say. And he doesn't let you work. And he was actually out-muscling Jeff Horn in there a little bit late down the fight. The other thing about Terrence Crawford, what makes him so dangerous, footwork. He's able to gauge the distance very well, and he catches you coming in. He can catch you to the body, he can catch you upstairs, and as we all know, he can switch hit. He's the best switch hitter in boxing right now, no doubt about it. And his power comes from his precision, his technique, and his speed. Guys don't see it coming, and it wears them down. And then once he wears you down, he has no pity on you. He comes at you, tries to finish you. So that's what happened in that fight. It was a little bit like a mini version of, in other words, a light version of Hatton versus Mayweather. Horn trying to rough Terrence Crawford inside, and it didn't really work. Now, I know some people are going to be saying, BDA, come on. Jeff Horn isn't Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a better fighter. You know, he's going to actually be coming in behind a jab. He's not just going to be jumping in with straight shots or one single straight shot and put nothing behind it. But here's the thing. Let's put this thing a little bit into context. Kell Brook, who is Errol Spence's best opponent, gave him a very, very tough fight. He was catching him coming in with straight right hands. And then Errol Spence started to wear Kell Brook down with little body shots, and then we all know what happened then. But Kell Brook was aligning his right hand. Now consider that Terrence Crawford can punch with both hands. He's not just a one-handed fighter. I mean, Kell Brook, he's got a good jab, he's got a good right hand, and a pretty mean right uppercut. But when it comes to hooks or left uppercuts with that left hand, it's mostly just a jab that he has with the left hand. Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, when he switch hits, when he turns southpaw, he can jab you. Or he can catch you coming in with the left hand, or he can catch you coming in with a great head check hook. And it's powerful, and it's precise, and it wears guys down. And when he's fighting orthodox, he can still catch you with a mean right hand and jab a lot as well. Now, I'm not saying Kell Brook is a bad fighter. What I'm saying is Terrence Crawford, I think, is a level above Kell Brook. Now, when you get to that level, the difference might be minute, but it's still there. And I think Terrence Crawford is a little bit more versatile than Kell Brook. I think he's a little sharper, and I think his footwork and his defense is better as well. And the main criticism that people give to Terrence Crawford when they try to pit him in a fantasy matchup against Errol Spence is that he's not strong enough. Well, he dispelled that coming in against Jeff Horn. He was saying that. He was saying, I think you people, the media fans, you're underestimating my strength. And when he was in there against Jeff Horn, yeah, the first 2-3 rounds, it took him a little while to get going on the inside. But once he started to make Jeff Horn desperate because he was catching him with clean shots, he actually started to muscle Jeff Horn around a little bit. I mean, Jeff Horn, even late in the fight, he was still getting the best of it on the inside. But Terrence Crawford more than held his own on the inside when they were clinching, when he was turning Jeff Horn. He impeded Jeff Horn from leaning over him the way he did against Pacquiao. That also has to do with the fact that Terrence Crawford is taller than Manny Pacquiao. But still, I mean, listen, Terrence Crawford has proven to be a very sharp fighter. And everybody's talking about the size of Errol Spence. But here's the question. Can Errol Spence figure out Terrence Crawford's movement and counterpunch skills? He could do it against Kell Brook, but there's an asterisk next to that Kell Brook win. Because, listen, I gave Errol Spence complete credit for going to England and beating Kell Brook. And I still think that if he would have fought Kell Brook, even if Kell Brook hadn't fought Triple G and had to come down from 160, I still think Errol Spence would have beaten him. All right? But what I'm saying is, Terrence Crawford is coming up in weight. He's not depleting himself. He's not coming down from a weight where he took a beating against a monster. He's fresh. His confidence is rocket sky high. I don't even know if that's an expression, but you know, just go with me here, all right, people? I'm on a rant. And I think he's way too sharp just to be completely overrun, all right? I don't think it's an easy fight for Errol Spence, and I certainly don't think it's an easy fight for Terrence Crawford either. But I think both guys have real strengths here that somebody's going to have to come in and either knock the other guy out with one punch, otherwise it's going to be a long night for both of them, all right? I think that's the fight to make at 147. Keith Thurman is MIA. He's in the mountains somewhere. He went Rambo 3. He's working with a bunch of monks, helping them build a monastery. I don't know if he's going to come back. Nobody knows. The winner of Garcia versus Sean Porter, that would be a nice one. You know, that would be a good consolation one. But the one that I got my eyes set on is Crawford versus Spence. Of course, unfortunately, that might not happen because, or it might not happen soon because of Bob Arum Top Rank and Errol Spence is with the PBC, and he says he wants to clean his side of the road or the street before he takes on anybody else. So we'll see. Again, Errol Spence versus the winner of Garcia versus Porter, not that bad a fight. And if Terrence Crawford can find some suitable opponent in the meantime, that's not a complete mismatch. But other than that, if you ask me, who do you want to see Errol Spence fight and Terrence Crawford fight? It's each other. No doubt about it. Anything else is a bit of a letdown. All right? So you guys tell me. Errol Spence fans, you tell me. Am I wrong here? Terrence Crawford fans, you tell me. Am I right here? All right, guys. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Spreaker to download the podcast. And as always, we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, folks.